Thank you. Thank you. I love just starting a show with someone telling me they have to give me a compliment. That's my favorite thing. I really appreciate it because actually I had something terrible happen to me recently. Like literally it happened about an hour before the show. Do you want to hear about it? I need everyone to say yes.
Yeah.
See how easy it is to get consent? It's so quick and easy. This is a true story. It was so beautiful outside today, right? Did anyone drive here with their windows down? Yeah. And you guys are like, you open your windows in your house, and you put like maybe little shorts on, or, well, you're a man, so you've probably been wearing shorts since what, like January 3rd? Right? It's not their fault, it's their culture. Not yours. Theirs. Let's be so for fucking real, right? This is a true story. I want us to do a little experiment together. We're all going to do this together so we all feel good about it, right? Because we're going to be a little vulnerable. When I count to 3, we're all going to make the noises that we make when we see a little dog, right? Like when you talk to your little dog. So ready? We're going to do it together because if it's just me, what's going to hurt my feelings? Yo, dog, it's not me. Yo, excuse me. Pretty woman up here, pay attention. Put your phone away. All right, so I'm going to count to 3. Ready? Everyone in? I need to hear yes?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh my goodness, you're so cute. Silence. That's not very white person of you. You know how we are. A dog starts licking and you just open your mouth like, here. Calm down. Calm down. Grow up. Grow up. Get brave. Listen, we live in a country without universal health care. You need to grow your immune system some way, sister. Okay, wait. No, so when we make those sounds, right, it's crazy. It's insane. And it's something that we do in the privacy of our own house and in the knowing that no one will ever hear that except people that actually deeply love us, right? Well, I have a little Pomeranian. Her name's Aurelio. She just turned a year old. Everybody clap. Dogs are great. She's so good. She knows all of her colors and letters, so they're talking about bumping her up a grade. She's so great. But this is true. I'm out in the backyard with her, and I'm just doing the thing that you do when you're house training a dog, right? You're saying very normal sentences like, make a pee-pee, let's go pee-pee, pee-pee's so great. And I made the mistake of looking up and over. And it turned out at that exact moment, my next door neighbor was in his backyard. And so I had to turn to regulate, and then I realized my other neighbor was in his backyard. So not one, but 2 different people that I'm not entirely sure love me heard me speak like a lunatic to my dog. Everyone say, aw. It was very hard on my heart. So I'm so glad that you all look so good and came out tonight. One more time, big round of applause for you. Is there a special event going on? I feel like there's like a coven or a group of women meeting. Ladies Unleashed? This is wild. Is that all of you? I love it. Because I love that you are sitting in the shape of the letter L. That's so good. And I want you, everyone else, I want you to know you all have lots of friends too. You have so many friends. Not as many friends as they have, but you have lots of friends. By the way, can we give a big round of applause? She has the prettiest earrings on. Can we give a big round of applause for that? That's so kind. Oh, I like to use the word cunt as a compliment. Anyone else into that? Yeah, it's so good. And I know some people, they hear that and they're like, I don't like that word. I don't like when people use that word. That's fine. You don't have to be me. I'm not asking for that. But there's a thing that happens and people don't have context, right? So once this true story this happened, I was driving with my boyfriend and their friend, and we were dropping them off at a mutual friend's house that was not ours, and then we were going back to our house and then going to a Christmas party together. I know that's a lot. You can do this. You with me? Perfect. Okay. So as we pull up to the friend's house, their names are Damon and Monica. I said, oh my God, Teddy, will you please tell them that I think their house is so cunt? And Teddy was like, got it. And he goes inside. Now that's the highest compliment that I can give. Because you've got creativity, you've got uniqueness, you've you've got neatness, you've got taste. That's a high compliment, right? Right? So I'm like giving that to them in their house. And then at the Halloween party, Monica and Damien were wearing the coolest sweaters I've ever seen. They had gone to Italy. No one's bragging, right? They'd gone to Italy. They had to talk about it a lot. No one's bragging. And they were wearing these very fancy sweaters. And I said, "Dan, your sweaters are so cunty." And we kept going on with the day. So a couple days later, Damon texted my boyfriend and was like, "Hey, sorry to do this, but I feel like I need to call out. Does Haley hate us? Because she said our house is cunt and our sweaters are cunty, and I think that means she hates us." So I had to explain gay culture to straight people. Like I have to right now. Cunt is a compliment, because pussy is the best. Right? Right, my boyfriend? Right? We're gonna move away from that. Who likes to exercise? Clap if you like to exercise. Perfect. Perfect. Clap if you don't like to exercise. Right? Why do you like to exercise? Because it's hard, right? It takes a lot of effort. It's really difficult. I love to exercise. I love to move my body. I think it's really fun. I think it's really great. Can I tell you a little story about this time that happened recently when I was working out? I need to hear yes? Yes. Excuse me, table 7. I need to hear you. Everybody, yes. Thank you. See how easy it is to reconfirm consent with everybody? We don't want to leave anyone behind. So I like to run. Shocking. I know. I like to go for runs, and I know some people are thinking like that's my least favorite exercise. I used to be the type of girl, I would say something like, but not exactly like, I would never run. The only way I would run is if a zombie was chasing me, like just something bonkers like that, right? And I especially felt insecure about running because when I was in middle school, a group of very, very limited young women made it clear that if I were to go running in particular, I would damage the pavement in an irreparable way, which is not only a hard word to say, but it is a hard thing to hear. That was a funnier joke than all of you were giving it credit for. So when I go running, thank you so much, Nana. I love you. When I like to go running, I like to go at 6 a.m. because that way, no matter what, I'm going to be home by 7 because most middle school girls are in the house, or excuse me, after bus stops at 7:15. So I'm in my house safe. Nobody's going to hurt my heart anymore. And that's what I did. So a couple weeks ago, I got up. It was so nice outside, right? The weather was breaking. I got my little outfit on. I put my little Beyonce on, and I'm going for my little 3-mile run. And it's like 6 a.m. It's going so well. And I'm about a quarter mile from my house, and in my peripheral vision, this man in a truck is waving his hands. Now, we established at the beginning, working out is what? It's hard. It's hard. So you would never interrupt someone when they're in the middle of their workout, right? Unless something really serious was happening, right? Like maybe the zombies are real, and he's trying to save me in his truck. So I stop, and I take out my AirPod. You hear that? I got AirPod money. Hey. And I go, yes. And he looks me dead in the eye, and he says at the tops of his lungs, "I want to lick your asshole!" And I want you to know my very first thought was, that is so nice. That is so nice. Because let's give something really quick. Round of applause if you think I'm attractive. Right? I look good. I feel good. My hair is done. My skin looks nice. This dress is amazing. My boobs look right. Everything's good. This is not the presentation when I'm in movement mode, right? When I go running, a couple things happen. First and foremost, there's a spot between my eyebrows that when I exert myself turns pink, like I'm the last unicorn. I'm Italian. I do 3 things very, very well. I make love like a monster. I fuck beautifully, and I sweat. But not like in a sexy, cool way, like most of you probably sweat. I sweat like something might be wrong. My right armpit wants to be the epicenter of fluid distribution. So it's like soaking wet here, dry, and then the back of my left knee is like, wait, I want to play too. And so it's wet down there. So it just looks like, do we help this weirdly splashed person? And then maybe the worst part, when I put a sports bra on, I go from va-va-boom to Baloo from Jungle Book. So when I'm running, this is not what he's looking to eat, right? He's looking at something very different. So I can only imagine he was driving down the road, he saw me, he makes eye contact with me, and he sees me and he goes, hark. Look at this angel, nay, this goddess, no, this universe move across the land. This nymph has sparked a fire of inspiration in me. I've never felt such passionate love. I must lay a temple at the foot of this being. I must make an offering that cannot be matched. I must toss this salad. So I did the only thing I thought I could do, is I looked him in the eyes and I said, okay. And he fucking just drove away. And in that moment, I realized a couple things. I'm still a quarter mile from my house. I'm a little more tired than I was at the beginning of my run. And there's a man in a truck with very clear objectives for our relationship. And I don't know about you, but I've watched enough Forensic Files to know that statistically speaking, a beautiful young single woman running down the road sometimes doesn't make it home all the time. So I put on my favorite Beyonce song and I got my little darling heart all the way there. And when I got home and locked the door, I realized that that man had given me a great gift. Do you want to hear what it is? Yes. Thank you. Enthusiastic consent, that's my favorite kind. He gave me the school for my body. I always want to be just heavy enough to hinder my own kidnapping. I want someone to be driving through a parking lot and go, that's the right height, I just don't feel like putting my back out today. You know what I'm saying? And I want to be very clear about something before we move any further. When I sometimes tell that joke, I know that there's some of us who haven't always been thin. And shout out to my little thinnies in the room, good for you. But for my babes that look more like me, right? I want to just let you know that you are so gorgeous. You are so beautiful, and that's not some fucking bullshit. I want to tell you a secret. Do you want to hear a secret about my life? I'm going to be very vulnerable with all of you. I have an OnlyFans. And if you don't know what that is, it's this website where I make money based off of how I look. And I've only recently felt more comfortable talking about it because there's this craze right now where everyone's like, I'm going to take medicine to make my body smaller, or I'm going to get on a diet to make my body smaller, or I'm going to hurt myself to make myself feel like I can be more accepted, more loved, etc., etc., etc. Ellie, I see you. The reason why I'm talking about it is because I have the body I have, and I'm not doing sex stuff. It's just like really pretty photos of me, and on my OnlyFans I like to do things like pretty photo of me, and then I like to say things like, did you know that April is prostate cancer awareness month? You should be getting routine inspections, or dental hygiene, very important. You should use toothpaste. Shockingly, they love it. And I have made thousands of dollars from people who just want to see more beautiful pictures and videos of me. And I'm not telling you this to brag. Maybe a little bit. But I'm telling you this because I have found great freedom in knowing that people will give me $23,000 a year because I look exactly how I look. I don't have to change anything. I don't have to do anything different. The only thing I have to do is say, this is my value and I'm not compromising. Can we all say that together? Woo! I want to count to 3. 3. And when I get to 3, we're all going to say, this is my value and I'm not compromising. Then it's optional. You don't really have to do it. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. This is my value and I'm not compromising. Let's take that energy into everyday.